And this building is all-star break since 96-97 as Anthony Townsend for the Cavs, who are off to their best 12, but 0-5 this season against. Both these teams played last night. The Knicks a win at home in overtime against the Bulls. The Cavs a win in Brooklyn against the Nets as Brunson
wants to at any point.
Averaging 26 points per game. An all-star for the second time. Strus in it to three, and Towns averaging a career-high 13.5 boards per game as Anunoby sends one our way.
You didn't get it. Leave it.
It's not often we get action that early in the first. Usually you got to settle into the game before you get an errant pass. Towns comes up with a steal.
Still working off that post-all-star rust.
That's it. That's what transpired there. Here's Towns giving it up. No look. Was a little off target. Brunson still able to hit. Jalen Brunson at 12 assists last night. Allen redirecting, and Anunoby comes up with a steal. OG Anunoby muscles in, at it stripped, and Strus able to transition defensively. Here's Strus to Mobley, and that's a big swing possession.
It sure is, and taking care of the back.
17 times last night. Here's Bridges. Ducks under. Can't loft it in. Achua's follow, no. Kind of shot putting it up. Garland. Feeds a running Strus, and Allen.
He is right now getting 2 feet in the paint. You don't typically see that from him.
Yeah.
He's always making plays off the bounce.
Hunts in again. Points for the Knicks. Garland, no look, and Mobley. And that's 3 straight possessions where the Cavs have got that look.
Defensive awareness, getting beat on cuts, not really pressuring the basketball, guarding one-on-one.
Deflected there by Garland.
I think when you look at New York, and they have been so good on the offensive end of the floor, but it's that middle of the pack defense. That's an area they've got to get it better.
How about Mobley?
I mean, this is a guy who's blossoming right in front of our eyes.
You can really feel the verve and the conviction with which he's playing with on the offensive end, as well as his staple defense. Mitchell rims in on a long tip. Strong response from Cleveland. A 10-2 run and a timeout taken by Tom Thibodeau. Evan Mobley saying, let's keep it going.
Size, the stature, the skill set. Why not believe in that? And that type of mindset is exactly what Donovan Mitchell, who says the everyday fan may not see it, but we see it. Mitchell said, I'm glad he said it. I'm trying to get him to speak on himself publicly and that type of confidence creates buzz, draws attention. When Mitchell said is needed in a smaller market to add accountability. Mitchell said one of the biggest challenges is trying to take that next step to be the guy every night consistently. And he said a comment like that shows where he's at mentally, ready to prove it every night, guys.
Well, he comes up with a steal, then leads the break and serves up the alley-oop. Thank you very much, Cassidy.
I like the accountability piece of that. You say it out loud, everybody gets to hear it, then there's an accountability.
Loves hearing that from Evan Mobley and said, look, he's a thoughtful guy.
And to continue to get that pouring into him from his teammates day in and day out. You know, Kenny Atkinson believes that Evan Mobley is going to be the piece that gets them over the top.
Town. Here's Mitchell. Weaving, taking, and hitting from...
Just so smooth. So smooth. Never gets rushed. Always plays with pace. Always on.
For the basketball. Still able to collect it. Garland. You bet. Here's Towns with a runway. Gets fouled, and Karl-Anthony Towns. Taking a look at tonight. Fantastic. And Tom Thibodeau was having him as a younger player in Minnesota, talking about how he learned to sacrifice as he saw his teams in Minnesota go from a team that didn't win at all to a team that...
And he had to sacrifice for players coming into the system, whether it was Rudy Gobert, Anthony Edwards, and understand how to play alongside great players. But I've just been so impressed with...
40% from 3. Nikola Jokic, Domantas Sabonis, the others. Here's Strus lobbing it up, and Allen ooping the alley. We've seen a lot of looks right at the rim for Allen and Mobley in this first. Miles McBride coming off a big game last night at a season high, 23 points. And off the bench tonight with Anunoby back. A lot of dribbling from McBride and effort on the offensive glass trying to save the possession. Achua can't finish. Another chance here for New York. McBride unable to hit again. Flashing up the floor, bangs into Brunson, lost the basketball. And it's picked up by Ariel Hukporti into the game as well. The German rookie as Bridges tosses it in. Ty Jerome gets fouled, and that's going to be a key one because that is going to be number 2 on Jalen Brunson. Consistently played with that, despite a lot of worthy games.
Well, they made the statement in the offseason with re-signing their key guys, keeping this core group together. You could tell the consistency with which they played, but being able to maintain that and add to the quality depth.
Yeah. McNeil, who's been out, available tonight. See DeAndre Hunter on the floor as well as Allen, 7'6" wingspan.
Well, and defending the two-man is so difficult, and you've seen New York do it in multiple ways.
Oh, Hukporti.
On success.
Yeah.
Right. Trying to ice it, trying to not allow him to use it, playing in the drop.
Hukporti, what a rejection. Then catches it on the floor, and that helps bring a break for the Knicks. 2-on-2 the other way. Bridges peels back, can't hit, and Garland into the paint, the floater rims off. Rebound hits the floor, McBride up with it. Has Achua to his right. McBride can't finish it. Nice the offensive glass. Here's Jerome curling it in, plus the foul. And a chance for 3 for Ty Jerome. It's probably elevated to number 2.
High praise right there.
Brunson gets bumped, unable to finish, but Jalen Brunson having a big the pick and roll than any team defensively in the NBA. As Brunson hits the ball defensively when they do get Mitchell Robinson back as he's getting closer.
I think it can cause a lot of problems. New York has been dealing with so many different injuries, and getting that group together, that competitive spirit that allows them to stay in ball games.
Here's Brunson. Thought about the 3, gives it up. Landry Shamet in off the bench. Into the corner, Anunoby. In at the 3. Good block. 10-point Cavs lead, first quarter action. Mitchell lobbing it up, and Mobley flushes of the quarter for Cleveland.
Last 2 minutes to play, first quarter.
Nice cut.
Anunoby couldn't handle, and then Mitchell gets caught.
You know, the record against those top teams,
Yeah.
right? This is what...
Right, that has been the worry for Knicks fans, even as they... Hey, the things the Knicks struggle with are things the Cavs and Celtics do very well. Better than anybody in the league. Here's Mobley dipping in and gets fouled by New York. Mobley, 9 points.
Cassidy said when he said myself or Victor Wembanyama just impact the ball game in so many different ways on both ends of the floor.
Here's Brunson. Towns back in for New York, trying to use his size on Hunter. Towns, easy work for... Jerome. A little leaner is good. Time Mobley drew so much attention. Jerome was able to take advantage. Cleveland shooting at 71% from the floor.
Some success in those one-on-one matchups in the paint.
Jerome again. Cavs up to 73% from the floor in the quarter. 2-for-1 opportunity here for New York. Towns again trying to take Hunter. Towns cuts through and gets the tip to go. Mitchell directing traffic. 6-second difference game in shot clock. Here's Mitchell. Gets around Anunoby, kicks to the corner. Hunter connects. Brunson at the horn. He got it. Jalen Brunson.